Hello students, today we will learn about the third type of rectifier. We will learn about the third type of rectifier, which it is called as Fulvio bridge rectifier. Fulvio bridge rectifier. So in this rectifier circuit, uh, four diodes are used. This Fulvio bridge rectifier circuit consists of one step down transformer, four diodes and one load resistance RL. Okay, now we will study the circuit operation or working of the Fulvio bridge rectifier circuit. The advantage of this Fulvio bridge rectifier circuit is that a center tap transformer is not required in this rectifier, which is costly. The center tap transformer is costly and it is rejected or it is not required in Fulvio bridge rectifier circuit. Okay, so uh, the working of the circuit, when AC supply voltage 230 volt main supply, it is given to the primary of the transformer, primary winding of the transformer, and due to the mutual induction property of the transformer, AC voltage is induced into the secondary winding. Since the secondary number of turns are very less than number of turns in primary, therefore less voltage is induced into the secondary. For example, if the 0.9 volt secondary is there, then voltage across the secondary winding will be 9 volt. That is, this transformer changes the voltage level, changes the voltage level. Due to the change in magnetic field, voltage is induced according to Faraday's law. Voltage is induced into the secondary. Okay. Now this AC voltage across the secondary winding is applied to this bridge rectifier circuit. This bridge rectifier circuit consists of four diodes, and during each half cycle, two diodes are conducting. Two diodes are conducting in each half cycle. AC has two half cycles, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So suppose during the positive half cycle of AC input, during the positive half cycle, during the positive half cycle of the AC inputs, suppose or let terminal A is positive, then terminal B goes to negative. Terminal A becomes positive and at the same time terminal B becomes negative. Then since terminal A is positive, therefore diode D2 and diode D4 conducts or forward bias. Diode D2 and diode D4 are forward bias and diode D1 and diode D3 are reverse bias. Okay, therefore the current flows through diode D2, through load resistance RL, through diode D4 and towards the secondary winding and towards the point A. In this way the circuit is completed. The current flows in only one direction. During the positive half cycle, of the AC input, diode D2 and diode D4 conducts or forward bias and current flows through diode D2, through RL, through diode D4 and through the winding of the secondary towards the point A. In this way the circuit is completed and current flows through load resistance RL in only one direction. Okay, now during the next half cycle, that is during the negative half cycle of AC input, terminal A goes to negative and terminal B will be positive, and therefore diode D1 and diode D3 are forward bias. Diode D1 and diode D3 are conducts. Diode D1 and diode D3 conducts, that is diode D1 and D3 are forward bias, and therefore the current flows from point B through diode D3 through RL then through D1 towards the point A, and through the winding to the point B. In this way the circuit is completed. Okay, the current flows through diode D3, because it is forward bias. It acts as a closed switch from point B through diode D3, through RL, then through diode D1 towards point A, and through the secondary winding to the point B. In this way the circuit is completed. And we observe that during each half cycle, current through load resistance RL is in only one direction, and therefore the DC voltage is developed or obtained across load resistance RL. It is called as pulsating DC voltage. At a time, that is during each half cycle, two diodes are conducting. Okay. Now, what is IDC? IDC means it is the diode current or maximum forward current of the diode. Since each diode conducts during half cycle of AC, Therefore, IDC, that is a forward current, maximum forward current or diode current is it should be half of the load current, that is 0.5 IDC. Diode current, diode current rating, IDC rating of each diode should be half of the load current, Okay. Now, what is peak voltage? What is number of diodes are 4 in bridge rectifier. Then what is peak voltage? Peak voltage is equal to √2 into Vrms. What is Vrms? Suppose 9 volt secondary transformer is used, then 9 volt is the RMS voltage. And peak voltage Vp is equal to √2 into Vrms. √2 means 1.414. So Vp is equal to 1.414 into 9. Okay. So this is called as peak voltage or maximum voltage. This is the peak voltage. Okay. Now, what is average DC output voltage for fully wave bridge rectifier? So average DC voltage is given by the equation VDC. VDC is equal to 2 Vp upon pi. 2 into Vp means peak value, that is a secondary peak voltage, that is √2 into Vrms. 2 Vp upon pi, that is 3.14, that is 0.636 into Vp. 0.636 into Vp. Then what is PIV? PIV means it is the peak inverse voltage. PIV is equal to Vp. Vp means peak value. Vp means peak value or maximum voltage. So peak inverse voltage is equal to Vp. Peak inverse voltage means it is the maximum reverse voltage that appears across the diode when it is a reverse bias. When the diode is reverse bias. When diode is reverse bias? During the negative half cycle. During the negative half cycle, the diode is reverse bias, and when diode is reverse bias, then full secondary voltage appears across it. It is called as peak inverse voltage. Okay. Then ripple frequency. We know that in our India, the AC frequency is 50 Hz. Okay. So here, since two half cycles are there, therefore the ripple frequency is in a bridge rectifier, the ripple frequency is 2 FIN, that is 2 into 50 Hz, that is 100 Hz, and the ripple factor in case of full wave bridge rectifier, ripple factor is 0.48. Ripple factor is 0.48. Okay, so here the chart is shown. The number of diodes required in half wave rectifier is 1. Only one diode is required in half wave rectifier. Then in center tap full wave rectifier, 2 diodes are used. In bridge rectifier, 4 diodes are used. Then peak voltage is equal to Vp. Peak voltage is equal to Vp, and it is equal to root 2 into Vrms, that is 1.414 into Vrms. Then average DC output voltage in case of half wave rectifier, VDC is equal to Vp upon pi. In center tap full wave rectifier, VDC is equal to 2 Vp upon pi. And also for a bridge rectifier, VDC is equal to 2 Vp upon pi. Then peak inverse voltage, PIV of each diode, PIV of diode is in half wave rectifier Vp, in center tap rectifier 2 Vp, and in bridge rectifier Vp. Then ripple frequency in half wave rectifier is FIN. In center tap rectifier it is 2 FIN, that is 2 into 50 Hz, that is 100 Hz, and in bridge rectifier also 2 FIN, that is 100 Hz. Ripple factor in half wave rectifier is 1.21, in full wave rectifier it is 0.48, and in bridge rectifier it is 0.48. Okay, so we will stop here.